Think long and hard. I've thought long and hard about the starting teams, and I can show you them. Sakari Yoshi, my starting ones. It is fun, obviously, to do something like themed, like Lizard Men. Like, I thought you could make Ultimate Lizard Man team where you start with you drop the Crocs down to a Tomb Guardian. That gives you 40. The rerolls give you another 20, and obviously the base Lizardman team is 980, so you actually get 80k more. So you get to turn your skinks into gutter runners, which is pretty cool, isn't it? Starting with 6 Saurus, a Tomb Guardian, 4 gutters, and 2 rerolls is a pretty good team. But yeah, 6 Saurus is really good. Right, so what's Blizzard, crazy. And SquirrelDude. Okay, so I'm glad SquirrelDude didn't exploit his team, because obviously what he could have done was he could have just sacked his Snotlings and got Journeyman Thralls and had a much better team, but he didn't sack his Snotlings, so fair play to him. He could have even sacked his he could have snacked his Halfling as well as his Snotlings if he wanted, but I'm glad he didn't, because it would have been a bit lame, wouldn't it? He's got double tree, double mummy, 4 Tomb Guardians for 8 big guys and 3 tiny guys. And pokrjax's gone for quite a balanced team here, really, isn't it? 2 mummies, 3 Chorfs, 3 Norse, Underworld Blitzer again, Gut Runner again, and a Warden Seed. Did he make any skills in his first game? Nope. And neither did SquirrelDude. Right. Only the strongest. Yeah, you could have sacked the Halfling. I think I would have, like, I'm glad you didn't, because obviously it's really lame, but sacking the Snotlings was a great idea. And then maybe sack the Halfling. Trees are great against like other big guy spam. I don't like this Halfling on the line because it lets him crack the trees. I think that was poor. Oh, but then he just fucked himself. I mean, it was obviously unlucky 1 in 9ing on that reroll, and I guess the stand firm, the push wasn't very good, was it? But I would have just I'd have not re-rolled it and then just -2D'd with a Chorf. Oh, wow, imagine if the tree just got cast on turn 1. That is insane. Yep, ogres can indeed throw halflings. Wow, if that had been a death and an Apo fail, it would be insane, wouldn't it? Wow, crazy pass. Crazy pass. That was a potato of the highest order. He had the ball in a cage and passed it out of the cage. What the fuck? pokrjax is an absolute madman. Yeah, Vamps can only feed on Thralls, yeah. In this in FUMBBL's custom rules, you can choose to give people the Thrall skill and then they can be fed on by vampires, but they haven't done that in this. There you go, you got powered. I mean, why? So he wasted a reroll to expose the ball. Like, he used a reroll to expose the ball. That's just crazy. I don't think he was punished for not conserving rerolls. He was punished for passing the ball out of your cage. Why would you do that? What an absolute madman. At least like have the gutter runner in the cage and then pass it to him in the cage and waste a reroll. Like that's not so bad, but passing it out of the cage was insanity. Ah yes, the old chain push for throw teammate. Is he going to throw him? Yeah, he is. Outstanding. That was a nice little chain push into goblin toss. Halfling toss even. I think I would have followed up with those two mummies because he could have done something here, I think, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Alright, Mummy Blitz. This is playing a blizzard. So yeah, this half's over now, isn't it, really? Yeah, I thought this Snotling must have been stunned, I didn't realise. Wow, GFIing twice in the snow. What an absolute madman. I thought surely a stall was on there for at least a turn. I wouldn't like 2 GFIs in the snow with only 1 reroll. Wow. Ballsy. Ballsy Jeff. Again exposing the trees to 2 dices. I'm not a fan of that. Wow, if that tree man stands up, he's just amazing, isn't he? Taking up the whole team. Wow, made both of them. Yeah, he's in a bad situation now, isn't he, old pokrjax? It's crazy that your whole team just gets based by strength 5, and what the fuck do you do? Horrendous. Ah yeah, foul because bribe is definitely fair. Not even trying to go after the Wardance is the right play, I think. No real point is there. Maybe throw a Snotling at him and see if you can just randomly knock him over. Oh my god, brutal. I mean, how different would the game have been if that tree had been injured and not appoed, like appoed in death and an appo failure, and if that had been a successful regen, but instead. Yeah, not the most impressive naming scheme ever from SquirrelDude, but there you go. No rerolls in a blizzard's pretty bad, isn't it? I just call my players L when I'm making teams on FUMBBL. Oh, failed GFI. Wow, made his GFIs to tie it up. I thought they would have failed in the snow for sure. 2 3 pluses without a reroll. Crazy stuff. So fair play to pokrjax. That was a pretty nice touchdown. But of course, if SquirrelDude had made his 1 GFI with 2 tries, then having a blodge stepper there might have saved the day. Blodge stepper, dodge stepper, but he would have been 3 dice, wouldn't he? Maybe. And a blitz, wow. But why is he even doing anything when it's turn 8? Just to get a 2D. I don't think it's worth getting your gut runner hit, to be honest. Well, I would have it would have led to less blocks, but I would have blitzed I would have blocked the Chaos Dwarf blocker on 3 dice, and then blitzed the gut run on 3 dice. Another blitz! Oh my god! Not a lot you can do though when the line's being held by strength 5 bastards. Setting up for an OTS. Yes, of course. I forgot that you could do that. I would have just wanted to kill a gut runner, but yeah, okay, fair enough, trying to score, but I would just... In a blizzard, with all the rolls you've got to make, maybe going for the kill would have been better anyway. Yeah, it was a terrible place for the War Dancer, wasn't he? He was getting hit by 9 dice that turn. And now he's getting fouled as well. Oh, double skulls before he gets to foul the War Dancer. Tragic. Splat. Finally got to splat a snotling. He's got his Canoring threat. I think dodges would have been better. Oh no, he'd already used his dodge reroll, fair enough. Double 1 on the catch. But I mean, again, he was exposed, wasn't he? I don't know. But I guess that wasn't so bad. That was pretty unlucky, double 1 on that. I guess if he hadn't doubled that 1, that maybe he wins, but I would have just kept it with the War Dancer, I think. I've just realised chat isn't working. So yeah, the halfling saved the day there, didn't he? Gets the foul but doesn't break AV. Absolutely standard. I hate how bad fouling is now. Wow, 3 cars. Pretty much over, isn't it? Desperation, war dancer play. I really like the idea of 3 trees. It's pretty good just caging, like, especially if you've got 3 trees and a gut runner, so that your gut runner can just cage next to the trees and then just fuck off on turn 7. Wow, cheeky 1D. Death. Rattan would be proud. I would buff fouling by taking it back to giving the flat +1 for fouling for a start. And then I would think about other things. Combining kick and dirty player into the same skill, maybe. I think when DP was +2 to both roles, that was too much. But maybe combine kick and dirty player. Then more L's would have dirty player. Wow, brutal now, isn't it? This team's pretty outrageous, to be fair, 8 big guys, isn't it? The thing is, if you buff Sneaky Git, if Sneaky Git's actually a good skill, then elves are just way overpowered then, aren't they, in Amazons? Like, I just don't know. I would at least have the +1 for fouling. I would at least have that. What the fuck is this team? It is the Ultra Fantastic League, STBBR, where you can make teams from any. Thanks to Sunrisers, who made CRP Ultra on FUMBBL. He's let us make teams of any race, so SquirrelDude went with 8 big guys, which is pretty good, as it turns out. I like the people who are making the fouls in this league. That's good. I would just make, do you know what I'd do to buff fouling as well? I'd make dirty player, general and agility. So then your poor little halflings and goblins wouldn't need to roll a double to take dirty player. I think it's ridiculous that they have to roll a double to take dirty player. So they brought out Sneaky Git as kind of a shit way to make goblins and halflings be able to take something for fouling. So I would just make dirty player, general and agility, and it would be alright, I think.